Alright, so we're going to get this going real quick. My project was called Flying in Circles, and it was written by yours truly. My research question was, how do Newton's laws of motion cause a boomerang to return? Now the title makes sense. A couple sub-questions were, does the material they are made out of matter, and does the shape of them matter? A little background information before we get into why they return to you. They're usually made from aircraft grade Finnish or Baltic birch plywood, and they are shaped into a little curve like we got going on here. And they're usually sealed with a polyurethane coating to protect them from moisture and dirt and all that, and keep it looking nice and clean. And they usually get about 5 to 10 layers of that coating. And you can see lines on the boomerang. It's a nice arrow of like each coating and type of wood on there, and you can see the reflection off of it from the coating. Some more background information. The release angle, like the way you throw the boomerang, should be horizontal or 15 degrees above. What I mean by that is like you're throwing it horizontal that way, or like 15 degrees above. Those are your release angles. They're created, they're flat on one side and convex on the other, like an airplane wing, like flat in the bottom, you can see that right there, and on the top they got a little curve. I tried to draw for you. You can sort of see a little curve, and the center line of each wing, which is these right here, must hang within 30 degrees of the vertical. So these angles have to be within 30 degrees to make this boomerang fly properly and straight, or a straight, but in a nice circle to come back to you. Newton's laws of motion, all three of them have something to do with the returning of these here boomerangs. The first law is the law of inertia, which states that if a body is at rest or moving at a constant speed in a straight line, it will remain at rest or keep moving in a straight line at a constant speed unless it is acted upon by a force. The second law is the law of momentum. It should say momentum, but it says motion. That's my bad. The time rate of change of a momentum of a body is equal in both magnitude and direction to the force imposed on it. And the third law is the law of action and reaction, which states that when two bodies interact, they apply forces to one another that are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. The way they fly is a little thing called gyroscopic precision. Well, that states that when a boomerang spins, one wing moves through the air faster than the other as the boomerang is moving forward as a whole. And what that means is these leading edges right here, it says leading edges. These two leading edges, as it spins in a circle, like that, they're cutting through the air. They're the first things hitting the air. So they're just building momentum, just whipping each other back and forth, going faster and faster as they fly in a circle back to you. And because of the convex shape, the air moves quicker over the top wing, and it creates a difference in the pressure and unbalanced forces, which is one of the Newton's laws. The forces are being changed, so it's going to change the direction of it to keep it coming back to you. And because of these forces, it builds a consistent torque that keeps the boomerang turning in a circle. Which is another thing about the leading edges. That's to build torque, keep it faster and faster and faster, and keep going and going and going. The center of gravity needs to be preserved for these to fly good. And what that means is that this goes back to the wings must hang within 30 degrees of the vertical, because once they get above like 31 and above, it starts to fly weird, and the center of gravity starts to, just like mess up, and it won't fly as good, or won't fly well and come back to you. And they spin around that central point at the very middle of the boomerang. That point doesn't move anywhere. The wings fly around that as it's going around in a circle. And the uneven forces from the torque and the wings spin around and all the sides, all that brought together, it causes the boomerang to come to a circle and be brought directly back to you. And that's basically how it goes right there. And here's my lovely bibliography with a billion words on it. And I'll give you some time to read that.